Okay, there we go. There we go. Alright, it should be working now. Everything should be fine. Aha. Okay. It's gonna take like 34 seconds to catch. There we go. Now it's catching up. Okay, we all good. We all Gucci. We all lovely, lovely, lovely ladies. Okay. Hopefully it's not catching anything it shouldn't be catching, but we'll see. Can hear pocket typing. Oh no, that's
Not typing.
aura typing. Was hearing pocket typing before. Now I'm hearing all
Sorry, that's
typing.
me.
Oh, well, you are going to hear some dogs.
Here I am one typing. Hey, Ellie. Alright. Hello and welcome, patrons, to the Tables of Tartarus, a chapter of Purgatory Corner. I am your storyteller, Sinspeaks, and today we shall be continuing the tale of shifting fates. Come on in, take a seat, and let your imagination run free. I hear the same voices and words from two different sources at the same time. Oh,
Sounds
are you?
like a you problem.
Pocket should. Oh, because you have to Discord. Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Wally's infinite sarcasm, by the by.
The best sarcasm. Okay, there we go. Cool. So we should be good. Should be good. Sorry about that, folks, for us being a little bit late. Ellie had to sort out a lot of audio issues because she's right there in my background at the moment. She's on her own headset. Hi, Ellie.
Hi.
And I assume that it's not hearing it from both ends. Mostly because this microphone is like $500 and really difficult to do.
And I'm keeping myself muted. So.
Oh, you can. I can hear you from my end. Okay, hold on. Ooh, I do have to turn. Okay, probably because I'm at like 15 plus dB. So we'll do like 12 dB.
Blah 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 blah.
There you go. I turned it down a bit, so we should be good. Testing new stuff. Never had someone in the room before while I was doing this, so. No, there was no sound from that.
All fun and games. Well, that's because I keep myself muted when you talk.
Okay, well, we should be good. Let me just listen and hear this. Oh, cool. Okay, I can barely hear you in the background. Cool. Okay, hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Today we are once again playing some more Shifting Fates. Our friends, our near family, our murder time friends, they are continuing their descent into madness down in the slums. You guys are approximately like 250 feet down in the slums at the moment. You've been rumored and told that you have about probably another 200, 300, 400 feet before you hit the true bottom. But it's also separated into like sections of badness. And you guys are currently in the first section. Rigor sits in between at the first section and the second section. And second section is quite a bit more difficult. You guys just talked with Dr. Rigor Mortis. And he asked you for a very simple request of getting his sickle slash, what was it, scythe thing back from a hive mind of myconids, which are tiny mushroom people who can turn into big mushroom people. And, oh, hi Melody, welcome to the show. So you guys have exited his building. And you guys are now going down your ways. We're going to be doing all this theater of the mind for right now. Because I kind of want to test that now that we've done some more traditional style. So we're going to be trying to do some theater of the mind to see what will happen and see what kind of craziness you guys will be exploring. So you guys have just left his building, which was looking like... Oops, stop that. There we go. Which was looking like this. Pocket, your friend is still tied to the wall. If I remember correctly, you tied them to the wall with a bag of bones.
I, stuck, what was it, the slime or something on the wall? So
yeah, it was like that slime snail, and you, put the bag of bones over there. So he's still over there by kind of like the wall near the many desecrated graves of which you placed down on the ground. Your team is all outside of the hospital now. Ellie gave herself a nosebleed, so as she's walking out the doors, you can see blood kind of dripping down her nose. Probably a concerning sight, but with your 6 intelligence, I don't know what is a concerning sight for you.
Yeah, I wouldn't think much of that, I don't think.
Yeah. And Bill, you've managed to completely escape the gaze of this man. He didn't seem to really care. Oh, and he also disappeared through a wall that Ellie attempted to see through and gave herself a nosebleed from. So, yeah, you guys all just standing outside this building. Would you like to do?
I'm going straight to my friend. My friend gonna take him by the reins, as in his slime, because I guess that's his reins. And I assume he's taken all my bones, so...
Yeah, he's eaten all the bones in your bag. Well, he hasn't eaten all of them. He's placed them on his back.
So I gotta go get more bones. Can I look for more grave sites?
There is a bunch of graves right next to you. You didn't really sort through them very well.
No, I wanna go dig up a new one.
All right, cool. So the rest of y'all walk out, and you just see her immediately turn sharply to left, walk up towards her pet snail bone creature, grab her shovel off its back, and just start digging and slapping the crap out of the dead bodies, which are pretty much just bones and some goo. And she's just slapping them, making sure that they're bony bones, and shoving them into a bag, and just continuing her daily duties of bone making.
I may be stupid, but I know how to take care of this guy.
This is normal. I leave her be.
This is normal. Okay.
I'm not even certain I want to try and mess with whatever she's doing.
Okay. So your mission at the moment is to go deeper into the depths of hell and get a sickle back from Myconid Colony. How would y'all like to proceed?
So where are we heading?
Bit deeper if what he's told us is true. So I'm kind of curious what exactly it is that makes this particular sickle of his important.
Before we
Something
hand it
tells
back
me-
to him, we should probably stab something with it.
What? Excuse me? Why?
If it's special, it'll have some special property, no? Can't find out the property unless you use it right.
I mean, if I could get this evocation lens fixed up, I might be able to look into that, but a couple materials I'm still a little bit low on to do that. Besides, I've seen my fair share of items in those regards as well. So sometimes when you pick them up, they'll start talking in your brain. Other times they'll just make your flesh start rotting when you're touching the handle.
Really
So
sorry.
we
You don't
shouldn't
wanna-
hand the giant scythe that could possibly kill us all to the man who seemed like a psychopath.
At this point, I don't like the option any more than you don't, but end of the day, it sounds like we're at the end of a road until we can find some way to get him to tell us what we need to know about this. If you've got another idea as to what we could do to get the information, I'm all ears.
Honestly, at this point, it feels like a giant runaround of information when we're on such a time constraint. It's honestly useless at this point, so we might as well just get the sickle, come back, and call it good.
Probably the wisest idea. I'm just not certain why it's this particular sickle that's of importance to him. I mean, I understand that these things are good for harvesting plant-based materials, but there's like a billion of these things. It's not exactly that uncommon. It's usually used as a farming tool. He just says, looking down at his own.
You could have offered yours.
Crap, you're right. I probably could have tried that.
Yeah, Lloyd's like, I need my sickle. You look at yours. No, I like mine. Don't worry. It's mine. Fuck you.
He's also missing a very important mug of his. I'm really certain our lovely goblin ate up, so...
Stares at the goblin.
That was his?
He told us that a person came down a bit ago and stole a bunch of his stuff, including enchanted or whatever mug of his. And his sickle. And he's been missing both since.
Wait, the mug and the sickle. But we only found the mug. Or, well, I'm sure I found the mug.
I mean, I think it's still with us, so...
I'm just gonna look up for my shoveling.
I think she at least still has the jewels of it, maybe? Everything else is probably gone. And I don't think... I personally don't want our our goblin to be dissected.
I mean, I wouldn't even try, even if that was the recommendation.
Shank.
I saw that Sid.
So, we'll be going deeper into the depths and finding, I guess, a sickle for this madman.
Sounds like it. But if what the assumption is true and that was actually his mug, I don't even want to know what kind of madness that sickle's going to do.
I'm giving it to you. So.
Noted, I need to find some sort of rag or something to wrap around it so I don't need to actually touch it.
It's not like it's gonna have a pair of eyeballs, so.
While you guys are talking, I've gotten my shovel, my sword. What else did I have besides the shovel,
a necklace,
sword,
your
and
bag
necklace?
of bones.
Bones. Oh, the shield was with...
The shield is with
shield end up with?
Aura now.
Shield.
Yeah. You yeet the shield at him after you put on the necklace.
Yeah.
Unknown properties.
It's a necklace. I'm just using it as it was intended. Anyway, I got all the big stuff strapped to my boy. I am now saddled, ready to go.
Fair.
Slowly.
100% ready to go. Alright.
Okay,
Feel
that
free to
was
roll me a wisdom save real quick, Pocket.
Uh-oh.
Excuse me. Get this open. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Got this.
There we go. Thank you.
Nice. You hear nothing.
Okay.
Everything is just normal to you. Don't worry about
Everything's fine. Okay. Okay.
it.
Yeah, I'll take it. Well, now I want to know.
Yeah, you're fine.
Oh my gosh.
Don't worry about it.
I have colorful opinions about this, but you know, yeah.
Don't worry about it. It's perfectly fine. Nothing's happened to you so far.
If you say so.
Actually, all things considered, if
Yeah, so she just gets on her snail, starts going over to y'all.
Actually, all things considered, there's a chance that thing might have some sort of magical...
Nice.
I want to say residue, but that doesn't quite sound right. Might be able to track that with the lens cleaner. You can give me 10 minutes.
You could potentially find a trail with it, yeah. All he told you was it was further down.
I just figure if I can find a trail, like chances are I can probably pinpoint its location.
Y'all want to wait 10 minutes for him?
I mean, I could theoretically also be applying this
Yeah.
in transit.
That's true. You guys
True.
could just start walking.
That would work.
Yeah.
You can walk behind me. I can be the big scary monster in the front. With my fry pan and dagger. I got this.
Let's go.
If you say so. and just going to pull out the lens cleaner, remove my glasses, and start applying it.
Okay.
That's nice. So y'all walk past his little hospital area, and it's been pretty much like a small decline almost the entire way that y'all have been going down. It's a very small slope, but it's definitely a noticeable slope. When you got to his hospital, it was on flat ground, probably around 50 to 100 feet or so of sheer flat ground, just in a direct line forwards, and then it starts to like slowly do that curve downward again. So you assume that when he means go further in, he means go further down. So y'all take the road downwards. As you guys do so, it starts to get more pink. More mushrooms are appearing all around you. There's seeming to be like mini ceilings above you that just randomly pop up, almost like the ceiling above you has like is weirdly cavernous and is making these stalagmites, and the stalagmites are so big they're effectively a ceiling to you guys looking upwards. That's more or less what you guys are experiencing. What?
Stalactites.
Stalactites are so big that they're effectively a ceiling. They're probably several hundred feet across at the very bottom of these stalactites, as they are wide, essentially. And then it just goes straight up, probably for hundreds of feet. So you guys are essentially getting just random ceilings, and then it dips, and then back to ceilings, and it dips. And where you see the ceilings, it has weird vines coming out the top of bits of it. As you guys are going down this path on the left and right of you, there's just random points of cliffs inside of this weird underground area. You, at one point, as you can see in this picture here, you guys are going forwards, and to your left, the purple, by the way, is giving a slight illumination effect. For whatever reason, you guys can see pretty much in dim light at the moment instead of pitch black. For those of you who have dark vision, which I think is just Pocket. I think Pocket has dark vision. Oh, and Ollie.
I have dark vision as well.
Yeah, so I think for you guys can see as if it was normal vision at the moment. For Ellie, she sees it like it's dark. She doesn't even get dip light. And Wally's kind of in the middle. Anyways, you can see to your left that there's like a little outcropping of a small trail that leads to the left. And then looking a little bit over, it just drops straight down. Like it looks like if you went onto like a cliff at the beach or something and like had that little plateau and then drop straight down to the ocean, like a couple hundred feet. That's kind of what you're looking at right there. Is it just a sheer drop? And there's random ones that you guys have passed over and over again. It looks like this place is dotted with essentially landmines of holes. If you guys didn't have any form of eyesight, you absolutely would be wondering it. The path that you guys are currently following seems to be well tread, and seems to be the only path that doesn't have any potholes essentially inside of it. Also, the stalactites above you appear to be very uniform in waves. So you guys are seeing every couple, probably 20, 30 feet, you got the stalactite, you got a gap, you got another stalactite. So you guys are going down this path. You guys aren't seeing anything particularly interesting. It has now been 10 minutes. So Ollie, you are using, I believe, what spell are you using again?
It's Detect Magic as a ritual.
Ah, right. All right. So you're using Detect Magic. If you could share that, that'd be nice.
Sorry.
Thank you. You're good. There we go. For its duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. See an aura of object in the area bears magic. Cool. Yeah, so you were able to see within 30 feet of you presence of magic. The area around you itself seems to have some form of just kind of like magical wavelength of sorts. You're essentially seeing that the very air in front of you has some form of magic laid in it. You're not quite sure what, but it was a very low quantity of magic. You can also feel it like whenever the mist kind of settles on your skin. It's kind of like a faint spark. But as you continue forwards, you do see that there is a line that is starting to form in front of you. It seems to be very jagged, seems to be moving back and forth a lot, and it appears like this line is somewhat old, and it appears that it was probably moved in variously weird ways by various creatures on this path. So probably several people had it at one point, and it was essentially juggled between them. And so the aura itself is very, very, very weird.
Well, the good news is it seems like we're going the right way. Though I'm not exactly liking how much it seems to have bounced from place to place. Makes you wonder how many individuals are carrying it.
And as long as we end up finding it, that's all that matters. But definitely don't want to get lost, considering that just would be bad and we don't want to be killed or run out of time.
I mean, why are we on a timer again?
There's an infection up top that causes people to literally explode.
Oh, yeah.
Bless his heart. Did you just fall over?
Shut up.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Sorry, Chicky failed off the bed.
I mean,
don't
I
know
guess
how
if you're
else
used
to
to
define
leaning
that.
forward and she tried to lean back into like a backboard, maybe. I don't know.
I guess so.
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Is she all right?
I think so.
I am fine. See? I'm standing. I'm fine.
Oh,
Gucci gang.
okay. I heard her saying, "Oh shit, shit," and then she fell. So I was like, "Fuck."
I'm fine.
Thank you. Just forgot how bottom heavy I am now.
Anyways.
Right after talking about like not dying. Falls
And
straight
not
off
dying immediately falls something. Anyways, the chaos that you get from having two people in the same damn room.
the- Terrible. Awful.
I'm very
I mean, if we just
concerned
need
for what
to-
happens when we do in-person games.
I mean, if all we really need to do is retrieve the item, I have a couple of ways we might be able to buy a few moments of time. Though we'll probably need a rest in the middle to get something that's going to actually last for a reasonable amount of time.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. I mean, whatever you need to do, I can just keep watch.
Says the one person who can't see in this area.
I have a torch.
That seems counterproductive.
You do have a torch. This is true.
Torch, thank you.
I mean, I could, if you give me a little bit of time, I can also turn that into an object that constantly glows. The area of light that it puts off is tiny, but it'll last forever.
I think she forgets that she's on mute sometimes. You can say that out loud.
I'm not gonna say that out loud.
Alright, fair enough.
Having
A constant light source would be really good, though. That way it saves on material and such.
Fair enough. Let me see about taking care of that when we get into the next step. Here we go. Lighten a 5-foot area around you and dim light another 5 feet around that. My gosh. This is even smaller than I remember.
You get a little bit of light. She can see her hand.
Bright light for 5 feet, dim light for another 5. That's nearly worthless, but I can make one.
Oh, there
It
you
lasts
go.
forever.
Something.
Again, less torches for us at least, so...
True.
That's fair.
I mean, I always have a light source.
Oh god. Pulls out 15
Indeed.
Molotovs.
I will literally fight Bill if I have to.
Oh crap, that's right. And if we're taking that risk, it also means the alchemical jar gets recharged as well.
I have a
Yay.
supplier.
Hey.
All right.
Oh,
So-
y'all think I'm dangerous, and yet I haven't thrown a single one. Yet.
I'm just giving you a look. You know exactly what kind of look.
And Bill
Mushrooms
looks
just like
at
these
you,
are my people.
and Bill looks back.
But that might be for a little later. I have enough resources for to keep going for a little while longer.
Cool, cool. All right, so y'all are still walking forwards. All of y'all, roll me a perception check.
Perception. Where did my skills go? There it is. Yeah, roll as normally.
Oof.
Mushroom.
Well
tried.
cried.
They'll be good.
I love
Bill
how
can't see.
without dark vision sees he's the one of the best. It's the best roll.
You're trying really hard.
They can't see anyways, so
I can't use my passive for this.
But
I
this
mean,
one,
I-
no.
Damn.
Well cried.
So as you're all walking forwards, only Bill gets even the moment of recognition before it happens, as he sees a mushroom twitch to his side. Do you have any reaction to his twitching, Bill?
I'm thinking.
Oh no. You guys are walking. Bill, are you walking like to the side, like near the wall, to the side of Mushroono?
Probably.
All right.
Along
Yeah,
with
so-
my snail and my
Honestly,
mushroom man.
I think Bill's reaction would be to poke it.
Oh,
Yeah, fair enough.
It's not like he's trying to do anything malicious. It twitched, and he wants it to twitch again, so he's gonna poke it.
no.
All right.
Just no.
So you're all walking, and Ellie, with your very limited sight, you see Bill walking forwards, and then he just kind of like turns to the side a little bit, and all of y'all just take a fraction of a moment to like kind of turn your heads to look at him as he just turns his body and pokes the goddamn mushroom.
You still have to
Twitch
poke it with
next to-
that much force now.
I didn't even poke it with any real force. It's just like poke.
You poke a
This
cat.
bird poked it. And then you see the mushroom, like, it twitches again as your whole party stops, as you've poked it. It twitches. And then you see its body rotating, and then you see an eye staring at you
Dude, I'm
as it slowly opens.
elated. I'm gonna hop off my snail. I'm gonna run up to this thing. I'm just gonna. I don't even know what I do. I just want to get close
Please
to it.
do not eat the mic. And
No.
Oh, I was expecting you to say
Did
she
we
just hugs
trap
it.
them?
But you expect me to say what?
that you hug it.
Can I hug it? Oh.
But it like turns his body and it opens its eyes. It's probably a young-ish myconid, as it's probably a foot taller than Bill, as it just slowly opens its eye and stares at Bill.
So I'm gonna waddle up to Bill or beside him, I guess, and like get on my hands and knees and just like stare back at it, wave at it.
If you went on your hands and knees, it's much taller than you.
Okay. So Bill has now processed what's in front of him.
Christ.
like
like
a
like
single
his
one of you
reaction
speak
is extremely
primordial.
delayed on purpose.
Yeah, none of y'all speak primordial, except for Ruina.
Damn.
Only she can communicate with these things via words, unless y'all have comprehend languages as a spell.
I
Which
don't think I do.
Didn't I have some kind of like
You might
spores
have
or
it,
something?
Pocket.
The mushroom
Oh
man.
yeah, you have your mushroom
He
boy.
had something.
I want to find
Where's
this
his
man now.
thing?
Do
not meld with the Myconid. For the love of God, we do not need half-drunk hunk
Say-
goblins.
Yeah, the core spores.
Okay. So if you want to, you can have your undead myconid zombie bone creature to slap some spores all over the both of you to make it so you can communicate telepathically. Technically, you can do this
That's
with
how
all
spores
of you.
work, but we'll do it.
Technically, it's
Just
just
slap-
spewing them into the air and y'all are sucking them in, but...
I mean, Mashruna already has a mushroom growing out of her head, so
It's true.
a giant mushroom.
Yum
Like,
drugs.
I would not
I'm
be
always-
surprised if she just already can communicate with it, just because, well, similar enough species, kind of.
I mean, the mushroom is literally growing out of her head, so
Yeah. If you
But
would like,
she's
you
just
can
a
command your you need to give him a name. Your skelly buddy.
I do. I need to give both of them a name. but,
Mushy.
like,
There we go. I'm gonna call him Mushy
Uh,
for now.
no. What? How about not that?
Mushroomy.
Sure, his name is now not that. I'm sorry. I am not really sorry.
So you can command him to just spray some spores all over the area, so y'all can communicate if you want to. You are fully aware that you are able to do that. By fully aware, I mean half your brain is. It's not the part that's talking, but
Yeah,
half
I'm
your
gonna go
brain's
ahead and say that, like, the goblin part
Mm-hmm.
has no intention of doing that. The mushroom part absolutely does. And since this guy does pretty much whatever I want on just a whim by my will, he's just gonna do it, like, for seemingly no reason.
Alright, cool. Yeah, so as you, like, get on your hands and knees, I guess. Oh, my brother messaged me. Hold on. Oh, that's just a meme. Cool. As you get on your hands and knees in front of this creature, you legitimately, the rest of you guys just see her just, like, yeet herself off the back of her snail thing. Her snail looks vaguely confused, just slamming her body forwards next to Bill, hands and knees just pulling her body down, and then you see her giant bone creature skeletal mushroom guy friend behind her. It just stands there for a second, turns its entire body to the side, looks at your entire group, and just puffs out a massive cloud of spores all over all of you in front of it.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Lee's gonna reflexively just bring up her fry pan to like block most of it, but we both know it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
I got in my mouth.
I just imagine Oliver just like quickly puts on his mask.
Tries to, anyway.
God. So as the spores kind of go down and this myconid, like, its eye slowly closes and then slowly reopens, you guys hear a voice in your head that simply says, "Who treads upon these grounds?" It's an old voice too, you can hear.
I'm sorry, where's it coming from?
In your head.
Oh, it's in our head. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm used to that.
This is like the
Very
third thing
good.
you've had in your head so far. Ellie
Just a
this
new
would
friend.
freak the fuck out of Ellie.
Ellie's brief moment of panic, but not so much as like a full blown panic, but more of a like panic for a moment that she's hearing a voice, but then it's
Oh,
like,
hi,
wait, this feels familiar.
Hi, Hollow Eyes. Welcome to the stream.
And then she'll look at her bracelet and like start to process like, wait, why does this feel familiar of me hearing a voice inside my head? And just go through the realms of things of realizing that, oh hey, I used to hear voices in my head and such. Why'd I stop hearing them and then remember about her bracelet? And she's gonna take her bracelet off.
Ooh. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Two things. One, Wally, roll me a intelligence save, please.
Check or saving throw.
Save. Ooh, interesting. Nothing happens. Ellie. I know you guys love it, don't you? I could feel the tension from that. Ellie, feel free to roll me a wisdom saving throw if you would.
I am literally right behind you. Do you really want to ask me that?
Yes. You got this.
Bill's too busy trying to get the crap out of his mouth.
Save. Wisdom save. Hey, nice. You feel something hitting the back, like you feel like as if a car legitimately just slapped you, like you got hit by a freight train upside the head, like someone, imagine someone takes a train and suplexes it, but halfway through when they bend backwards and the thing, like the train's like horizontal and shit, imagine all that force slamming into your skull.
That's fun.
And then it bounces off. Ellie's entire body goes rigid for a sight. Like, she full on has like, her entire body slides to the side the moment she takes off that band. Like, it's a full body movement as she does that. And she is completely dazed as she's, like, her head spinning at the moment. And then complete silence in her head.
So Ellie's a bit wobbly and basically collapses to the ground and just, fuck, that hurt. Ollie!
Hey, all right. What's up?
I feel like I just got hit by a boulder.
Do you
I
need
took
some
my
medicine?
bracelet off. I don't know. But I'm in pain?
Medicine check.
I don't know.
You're welcome to roll medicine check, yeah.
+4. Do not fail me now.
Huh?
I mean, it's passable.
Ow. Hi, Dylan. 13. You can tell physically, she's as fine as she was earlier. Her wound is still pretty aggravated. Yeah, she that, especially that jolt to the side, very much so seems to have slightly damaged her arm, but does seem to be healing still properly. Her eyes are currently shaking. Like, that her eyes are physically wobbling back and forth as they're just like, they cannot seem to stay still for whatever reason. Slightly concerning to you.
But would I have any idea as to what to do about this?
Not in the slightest, no.
Well, crud.
It does not seem like she is physically harmed.
I'm not really seeing anything on you that's of a physical level, and I'm not really certain headache medicine is going to help with your current situation, but I could probably loan you a little bit if that's of use.
I feel a lot more like myself than I have lately, so I guess that's a plus, other than this migraine.
And all that happened just from removing that bracelet.
Oh yeah, it happened at the exact time that he said, "Who treads on my ground?" By the way, or "Who treads on the sacred ground?" The moment that happened, she took off her bracelet. She skidded several feet, and Bill's back there just yakking up his tongue.
He was in front of it, trying and screaming. He got a mouthful. He's just like, "Bleh, bleh, bleh. What sacred ground? This tastes terrible."
It would
not what
taste
Bill
like
wanted.
half decayed mushroom matter, so it would not be pleasant.
Can I pet the creature?
You
A
want
mushroom
to pet
creature.
the eyeball.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, as you reach
Yeah.
to touch it again, you hear the voice echo in your head again. This time a bit more forcefully. Who are you? And then you see on the wall in front of you, it's shifting. The entire wall just kind of starts shifting. Dust seems to be coming off of it. And you see several of these, like, myconid bodies, as you're looking at the wall. You see it, like, they're basically jutting out a little bit. You see them all start slightly turning, and then all of them start to, like, open up their eyes. Some of them are much smaller than others, probably around your size. Others are, well, their eyeball is about the size of probably 4 windows.
Well, what kind of windows are we talking?
Church windows, like the stained glass. Like, it's probably as big as a stained glass window.
Okay.
And it just slowly starts to open, and it stares at you. This entire wall of eyeballs just kind of slowly start fluttering open, each and every one just kind of slowly opening, and then they all just stare down at you.
I'm gonna look up. Look from side to side at all these new folks, and she's gonna point to herself. She's introducing herself. She points at herself. Says, Masruna. Masruna. And as she says it,
Aw.
she gets like happier because she's impressed with herself. Actually, talk.
Aww.
So she's smiling up to this wall of eyes. Mushroom friends.
Ellie's just gonna do a quiet little applaud for her. Just all happy, proud mom
As you
face.
start applauding, all the eyes slowly turn to you.
I just imagine all you just does a slow and a slightly annoyed tone just go, who asked the what the crap?
All of the eyes snap over to him as exclamation.
What are you
Ellie's just
yelling
gonna.
at?
Ellie's just gonna look at get close to Oliver while still making eye contact with the many eyes. Just can't pick
Mhm.
one, and it's like, I don't think you're supposed to yell at them. Just introduce yourself like Musharina did. It's okay. I think. I don't know. I'm not even sure of myself right now. So
I am Oliver.
and I am Miss Gray.
All the eyes slowly turn to Bill.
Bill's just like tongue out. His like hands are like trying to get the stuff off his tongue. Apple. Ugh.
It really does taste like half-digested meat people, so it is definitely not pleasant. It just kind of looks at Bill, then back to Mashruna, who stood up. So you're on your full legs now. As you hear the voice, kind of like it almost feels like it's echoing in your head, like tens of like people are talking at the same time, but like microseconds after one another. So it's a very, very weird feeling as it's like slightly echoes in your head as it simply says, I am a being with no name. Why are you here?
Real quick, does Ellie hear this?
Oh yeah, it's in all of your heads.
Want it? Because the whole bracelet thing.
Oh, thanks so much, All Eyes. I don't have my water with me. Oh, there it is.
Wow. Doesn't have water.
Thank you, love.
There's a hydrate button. Come on now. Oh, no, I need more water.
I'm not gonna hydrate.
Oh, you should. But yeah. So yeah, Ellie does hear this going through her head. It is not the gods' voices, by the way.
God, I wish I was good at names.
Which name are you trying to think of?
Are you
Not
trying to
really.
give much of a name?
Yeah, I was thinking, like, how do I turn this into naming the thing?
Just like mushy.
Why are you
I was
hooked
gonna
on
say the grand shroom or something like that.
mushy?
My best friend, Grandy Shroomy.
Grand Shroomy.
Feed the shroom.
Best. So, you asked why are you guys here?
I just turn around and look at y'all. Just like,
Just like, I don't fucking know. Hey, guys.
Ellie makes eye contact with Miss Sharina in a panic. It's like, well, we're here to find a sickle, basically, and to find out about a disease. And Ellie's gonna just feel a bit more confident, like she's totally not kind of freaked out. So she's gonna like stand up a bit straighter and try to like pick a set of eyes to look at that seems like the leader of the group.
Definitely
The
the
big one.
massive, like, stained window-sized eyeball staring you all down seems to be the leader, you would say.
You know what? It could be the itty bitty one.
yeah, no discrimination.
Hmm. Anyone else want to
Hey,
pitch
how
in on
close
that,
can I
or-
get to the wall of ice?
You could walk up to the wall if you wish to. It seems like the wall of eyes seems to be the creature. It is shifting, so it seems to be a wall made mostly of myconids.
May I offer bones?
You can try if you wish.
I want to approach the wall, dump
Uh-huh.
my bones in front of it, and gingerly pat the eye.
You're going to pat the eyeball.
Yeah, like a little. Yeah.
Pretty
With my
sure
tiny
poking
little-
eyeballs is a bad idea and it's painful.
I don't know that.
There, I guess. Yeah, in game that. Yeah,
Does
okay.
anyone want to stop
nice.
her from just slapping this eyeball with her?
First, you turn
Ellie's gonna
poking
skid.
Something tell-
I
Something
just want to
tells
give
you-
Ellie's going to skid across the ground and catch this tiny goblin before she gets the chance to poke.
Something tells me I'm not close enough to respond.
Bill's too busy trying to
I mean,
find
might be.
something to get the taste out of his mouth.
Immediately
This
goes
is
to
all
the dirt
y'all.
and starts licking.
No, I'm pulling out the booze.
Oh no.
Oh,
One in
I
doubt.
thought you finished.
I have 15 bottles of booze basically.
Fair enough,
15
actually.
I
bottles
also
of
Never
booze
mind.
on the
still-
wall,
and I also
15
have a
bottles of
beat up-
booze.
I have 15 bottles of booze. Plus, don't forget, I also have the old beat up flask that has
Mm.
really powerful booze.
Oh yeah, that shit was strong enough to cook something. So you're welcome to bring that shit. Pour the alcohol on its eyeball.
No, I'm pouring the alcohol on my mouth. Bill's trying to get this flavor out of his mouth, and he's been unsuccessful so far.
Do you do it with your beer, or do you do it with your Mick fuck you alcohol?
No, that's the important stuff. That's for insulting deities.
don't you have the water skin as well?
Screw the water skin. I only drink booze and booze accessories.
Oh no.
I'm going to clip that.
If Bill's
That,
gonna
thank
do
you.
something, it's gonna be getting crap faced.
You fair enough. You pull out your fucking bottle of beer, just like go 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 go. Ellie just fucking slides over and grabs Mushruna before Mushruna can gingerly pet the probably sensitive giant eyeball she's
There you
staring
go.
at.
Yeah. I'm sure
Um,
it's that big, right? It couldn't feel anything. My hand's like that big.
Have you ever had dust in your eye pocket?
Yeah, we're all weak,
No.
pathetic cutes.
Is it a dusty ground I skid on?
Ollie.
Ow.
Ollie.
Why did you have to
Huh?
suggest that?
Huh?
No, not this ground. It's mostly just more spores.
Okay.
How good those spores are for you is a whole nother question, but we'll see.
What? Ellie.
It's fine.
So you pick
What?
up, Ellie picks up Madruna, and the eyeball looks legitimately confused at the bone pile on the ground. And it simply states, a sickle. Like a very low roll tone. Just those two words. A sickle. Can't tell if it's a question or a statement.
Someone asked us
Um,
to be one of their lost tools.
yeah, what he said. We're here to look for a sickle for a man and to find out more information about a disease. And Ellie's just gonna carefully just back up as she's talking back to Oliver. There's just way too many eyes on her.
It's
Dangling
going
from her
to look like all of its eyes focus on Ellie. Like it almost like it starts to narrow down and simply says, "Who?"
Really want to answer this real quick because they may or may not like him.
Knowing our luck, they hate him. By the way, his name was Rigor Mortis. That's above game. I'm not saying that in game right now.
Yeah.
I remember his name. I just. I guess we go for it. So Ellie's going to still make eye contact with the biggest set of eyes, I guess, biggest mushroom there. And she's going to put Mushrina behind her
Mhm.
and state that the sickle that we are talking about and looking for is for Dr. Rigamortis. You might have heard of him. He's like a floor above you guys.
Mm.
And in order to find out more about the disease that's been killing a lot of people and threatening a lot of lives, he wants his tool back.
Interesting. You hear it rumble through your head, by the way. It's in such a low tone that you can feel it rumbling through your bones, even though there's no sound. It is distinctly unpleasant. He wishes to get his weapon, his tool, that which he desires.
Can be hard to harvest certain types of plants that had a tool to cut it.
Plants he does not desire. Age he does not see. Time does not flow.
Can you say that one more time?
I was
And a
gonna say,
little bit louder.
Wait a
yeah, a lot of
wait a
the
second. Where's my notes?
Sorry. He said, plants he does not Plants he does not kill, I think is what I said. Plants he does not kill. Time does not pass. Age he does not feel.
That makes absolutely nothing to me.
What
I hope
kind of
not.
experiment says this weirdo in running? He just flat out says. He just flat out asks.
Ones you cannot imagine.
I mean, I've already gathered that he seems to be a vivisectionist. He don't want to know what sort of madness is running through his head. You don't run those experiments on a sane mind.
Most of the eyes start to close, but the big one continues to look. And the big one looks down like at you, and you can hear like the voice kind of, it almost like it's starting to kind of drift, but it simply states, if you wish for the sickle, head deeper in. Fight if you must. Find your way. I am ruler here.
He is what here?
I am ruler here.
Gotcha. I'll take that as permission then. Alright guys, let's get going home before he changes his mind.
The eye then slowly closes.
Yeah, I agree with that. So let's get going. And Ellie's going to just scoop up Mushrina and put her on her little snail mount and grab the lead that's maybe still attached to the mount, and we'll get going.
And I look like, very disappointed because I was going to go pet the closed eye, but, we don't got to worry about that now, I guess.
I'll pick up Bill because nobody else is doing that.
Bill will walk. Bill has a singular unclogged bottle, as he's just sipping from it and spitting on the ground constantly, trying to get the taste out of his mouth still. But he's following. He's paying attention somewhat.
He's trying his best while also trying not to throw up.
I think the next thing I'm going to need to get refresh my stock on is mouthwash, it looks like.
It
Hey,
got
alright.
in my mouth and it tastes bad. Yeah.
So you guys continue walking.
Water
forward.
would probably dilute the taste a bit better, but whatever you want.
Boopalies.
Look, the booze are here to keep me coping.
That's probably the most concerning thing I've heard all day.
So you guys continue down on your way. You can see, now that you've seen it already, you can see that on the walls, some of the floors even, are the outlines of various Myconid folks. You are essentially, from what you can gather, walking through a nest of Myconids. This area is built on Myconids, it looks like. They are in the structure of the walls, the floors, various the stalactites, and various other pieces. You can see the mushrooms sprouting up. Some of them twitch. Some of them seem to move to watch you as you guys are walking forwards, which probably is disconcerting to everyone, but Mushruna, you have new friends now, I guess. As you guys are continuing walking on your way, deeper and deeper, someone give me a survival check, whoever wants to. I'll leave that up to you guys.
Who has the
I have
highest
a plus
survival?
4.
I vote
Good
Oliver.
question.
Can anyone back?
Ellie has a plus
Ellie has a +2.
I have a +8.
Jesus.
I vote Mastruna.
Yeah, Mushruna.
I vote Mushrina.
Alright, let's go.
Such a high survival.
I'd be glad to give her assistance if that would give her advantage on that roll.
Nah, you're fine.
Or is this not something I can assist with?
Not something you can assist with.
Plus it's just a normal roll, right?
Yeah, just normal.
Okay.
Yeah. Jesus.
Oh, dang.
So from what you can tell as you're going down this path, the path itself does not shift. The rest of the area around you is subtly moving. The small walls, the small outcroppings, the small hills and pieces like that, they're subtly changing. Because the creatures under the ground, all the myconids, are turning. Like they're restless almost as they're moving. And so it's almost creating like weird rivets along the area around you, which is extremely disorienting to most folks. Survival check was primarily to see how well you were able to keep the path that you guys were walking down, as you are in the lead and you have a second brain technically. You're able to keep it pretty well, honestly. I don't know how well she's picking up. Wow. So I don't know if she's picking. Can you guys hear the baby in the background? I can't tell.
No.
Okay,
Not
cool.
really.
Cool. I'll just keep going then. But you can feel the earth shifting around you. The rest of you guys can as well, just not to the same degree. You guys can see the shapes forming, but to you guys, it looks like the land is doing this basically. It's like it's rocking almost side to side, everywhere but the ground that you guys are stepping on itself. But everything around you seems to be subtly changing. Even the mushrooms which have popped up, every now and again when you look to like the sides, they seem to have shifted from one place to another. Some of them seem to have gone 5 feet to the left. Some of them seem to have gone 20 feet to the right. And, some 15 feet backwards. Things like that. It's just subtle movements within the area. But you are able to keep a direct line forwards, able to follow the path to a decent degree. You're also riding a snail that doesn't seem to give a shit. So you do have to move it back onto the path every now and again as they are continuing forwards. Roll me a wisdom saving throw again. Ooh, nice. You hear in the back of your head a voice that barely eeps out, and it simply says, "Are you sure this path is wise?" Wise.
You see how confused I am right now? That's basically just what she's going through right now too.
Yeah, but she just hears back her head, "Are you sure this path is wise?"
Yeah, yeah, why wouldn't it be?
No one else hears anything. You guys see her looking kind of confused.
So, like normal.
Yeah.
Kind of, yes.
Well,
Yeah.
correct.
Pretty much. I mean, I'm just gonna keep going.
All right, cool. Yeah, it doesn't say anything further. Let me just do a d20 roll real quick. Yeah, no, it doesn't say anything further. Yep. It just shuts up. Yeah, all right.
God, this sword must be done with me. You can't even do shit about it.
So are you sure this path is wise? The fuck are you talking to? All right, well, fuck it. Sure, all right, cool. You do you, bud.
Just watch. She's gonna start using it as a butter knife.
Oh, God.
I already pretty much had. Well, no, I used it as
Used
turkey
it as a
cutting knife.
cleaver.
Let's not use it as a butter knife. Let's not use the talking item as a item.
No one else even knows but me, so
Yeah. She looks momentarily more confused than she did earlier, and then she just kind of passes, and she's just like, man. Is there a sense motive in this game? I don't think there is. What's the equivalent?
You could do an insight for that.
Oh, yeah. If anyone wants to do insight on Mushroomer, you're welcome to.
You best believe.
Believe I'm doing insight. Ooh.
Basically looks the same as normal. I think that I don't think I have justification to.
Yeah.
she just kind of looks
She's
around.
slightly
and-
more confused for a couple of seconds than she was normally.
But
it's
she's
like
done
the-
that a couple of times now.
Yeah,
with
she's
the
done that
voice,
couple
so
of
it's kind
times
of like
now,
a normal
specifically
thing.
looking at Ellie at one point. So Ellie,
What are you talking?
you do in fact notice that she looks slightly confused, more so than usual, for a couple of seconds. Is she's just like looking? I assume you're just like looking around slightly, and then you just shrug.
Yeah, pretty much.
This is the second or third time now that she's done this around you. So you 100% recognize something's fucking off. Something's weird. Something's happening to her. Either because she's so stupid that one of the many magical items that she has gotten or devoured is fucking with her. The mushroom people are fucking with her, or she's fucking with herself.
Ellie's just gonna come up to Mushrina and like make pace with her slime mount thing. And ask her, it's like, is everything okay? Like, you seem like there's something off. Like, do you sense something or do you hear something? Like, what's going on?
So first she's gonna shrug, but would she know that like the voice is coming from in her head, or does she think everyone else can hear it?
Roll me intelligence check.
Huh?
Just a basic check. You are vaguely aware that no one else has at all reacted in any way, shape, or form any time it has spoken.
Well, that's vague.
Only vaguely though.
Yeah, you're very vaguely aware of this. You are like kind of sort of sure that it's probably outside of your head, but with your intelligence, it's really hard for you to get that that concept processed. You're really struggling, and it's like kind of getting to you. You're like, no one's really reacted, huh? Weird.
You know the dial-up tone?
Yeah.
That's all she's hearing. That's all I'm hearing. So she's gonna like stare around at everybody, kind of give them a once-over. And she's gonna look back at Ellie, kind of shake her head, and then point at her head. But that's
Do
about
you hear something or do you have a headache? Are you in pain?
it. She nods at the first one. Hearing something.
Okay. What are you hearing? Ah. Oh, what questions to ask? Is it a male voice?
She's just gonna simply shrug. She doesn't know the difference.
Is it a female voice?
Shrugs again.
God. Trying to make a difference between is it the light god or not? I don't know what else to ask.
Ooh, actually, would she make a connection between it being the sword because it spoke when she was carving up that spider? I don't think she really like.
Roll me another
knew that's
intelligence.
what that was. All right, let's go.
You're trying desperately to make a connection here.
Using that brain power that doesn't exist.
Your brain is working overtime right now.
Oh no!
She's asking you not yes or no questions. You
Oh,
are not
no.
processing that. You've made no connection between the sword and this creature in your head.
Oh damn. Okay.
For all you know, it could be a voice in your hand. Yeah. No connection between the sword and the voice at all. Roll me a wisdom saving check.
Oh jeez.
Cool.
Oh
You
jeez.
hear a voice in your head speak out again, and it's like, are you actually stupid? Is my owner actually stupid? Is this what I have to endure now? Am I why? What? Who did
Going
I
off?
curse? Who did I kill to deserve this fate?
It was.
And she's gonna like perk up, like there it is. She's gonna like look around.
What
and
hellish
happened?
being did I have to murder to endure this shit fest?
It's gonna start like looking over the snail mount, like where is it coming?
Miss Rena, are you okay? Oliver, come here. There's something wrong with Miss Rena.
There's always something wrong with the goblin.
Okay, but
You're not wrong.
inside her head, just come here now.
What's up?
So she's
Don't worry
just gonna
about it,
keep
it's
looking
fine.
over. Like, Oliver comes over. She looks at him for a while. Nothing happens. So she's like, "What?
What did it?
You see his
Did
hand
it say
gesture?"
something?
Gonna vigorously nod at that. And you know what? She's gonna even go as far as to take out her journal and her
Yes.
whatever she writes with charcoal, a fucking
Something
dusty
like
rock.
that, yeah. You
Yeah,
you
what?
feel like charcoal in your hand. This is like really shitty graphite.
Yeah, whatever it is. And she's gonna start writing. But the problem with that is she can't write. She thinks she's writing something legible from the little bit that she's learned, but it's not.
It's a very weird mixture of common and goblin and scribbles.
Yeah.
Which I believe.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't believe anyone here speaks goblin except for.
I do.
Oh, do you?
Yes, Bill speaks Celestial, Common, and Goblin.
Ah, yeah, okay. So you can read like a quarter of her words.
And it's probably like, I mean, I know she just shrugged to like, is it a man or a woman's voice? But it probably somewhere in there is just like man and voice and talking, but it's probably spelled wrong in 3 different places. Yeah, not great stuff.
Man, voice,
Oh,
talking.
thank you so much, anonymous gifter. Thank you so much.
Oh hell yeah!
Hell yeah, boy.
Yay!
Let's go give a clap for anonymous gifter. Woo!
Woo! We
you
did
so
it,
much.
gamers.
I don't know what to ask at this.
I don't know what to ask at this point.
Oh, Wally, you're attempting to read it, yeah?
I mean, more or less.
Cool. I'm not sure how well you can process all of this, but since it's such gibberish, I'm not gonna have you do a roll because you're just reading tiny letters and small words. So you're just randomly seeing the word man, voice, talk, word.
Random
Voice?
letters.
Voice? Where is it coming from?
First, she's gonna shrug, but then she's also gonna
She
point at her head.
said that she was hearing the voice. Well, didn't say, but gestured that she was hearing the voice inside of her head. That I guess is male. Is it a nice voice? Like, is it being nice or is it being mean?
Yeah, she shrugs, like not like a
How
I don't know
active is
shrug.
it in your head
just
at the moment? Oh.
a-
It's not talking. It's you can feel it attempting to. You can feel in your head. Roll me a Constitution save real quick.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
You can feel in your head, and it's starting to throb in your head now. You can feel in your head a weird like pounding sensation. Like your head is like it's like something is trying to get through your little brain space, but it's also feeling like something's being compressed at the same time. So you're getting like 4 different feelings in your head. Your brain's starting to like it's like steam's coming out of your ears almost. Like your head is kind of in pain at this point. It's not talking anymore. It feels like it should be talking, kind of. But you're not really sure how, why, or what it's doing.
So, being completely distraught, she's gonna be like shaking her head, trying to get off of her like snail mount, but doesn't do it right. falls off,
Oh.
face plants. Tries to get
Mhm.
up, but she like stays in like a crouch kind of position, holding her head.
Yeah, your head hurts.
The poor thing.
Your Myconid buddy is just standing there.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, does
Thanks,
not
homie.
look like it has suffered any damages whatsoever. It's standing there completely stock still.
Ellie's going to race over and check her over.
Roll me a medicine
Make
check.
sure she's okay. Like, are you okay? Is everything? What's going on? Oliver, I need your help. Come over here.
On it, on it.
I only know bar fights, not sudden falling off of a slime.
I love this one.
So I guess I'll be starting by checking your general. Actually, I guess the only thing that really he could be immediately checked is the head, honestly.
Yeah.
Physically.
Oh.
Well cried.
So, Ellie, you have a lot of experience in bars. You have a significant amount of experience with people breaking their skulls open, with people, stabbing bottles into their eyeballs, with landing from the second floor onto a table, and several gut wounds, and thigh wounds, and arm wounds, and jaw wounds. You've seen someone have a piece of wood shoved from one cheek out the other cheek. But you've never really had to deal with someone having basically a breakdown in front of you. Oliver, you kind of recognize that's the same feeling that Ellie just went through, actually. Which is why I'm not going to have you roll, because you're recognizing it's definitely mental is what she's dealing with. Ellie, you do not know the left side of a barn field of a fucking haywire mine from her ass.
Usually people
brain.
drink their pain away. I don't visually ever see it. Usually they drink it away, so I can't help.
Yeah, you got nothing.
What are you talking about? You see Bill drink all his pain away constantly.
I just assume Ollie just looks between both of them for a minute, just before digging out his old bowl, filling it with water, and just says, "Okay, both of you, who's spitting this? I'm gonna cast diagnose." And yes, I know that's not going to get me anything.
Oh, nice. Feel free to repost that somewhere. I don't quite remember what that did.
Wait, yes, that's consuming a spell slot.
Ah, you were. Nice. So, I would say...
All game, I know this isn't going to get me anything.
Yeah, she's not poisoned or diseased. But I will say that by diagnosing her this way, learning the names, effects, and lettalities of such conditions, in cases of illnesses, you're essentially learning this is 100% mental. She is perfectly physically fine. It's not a disease, it's not an illness or anything like that. She is perfectly fine physically. She seems to be having an internal fight of sorts in her brain space. From what you can tell, there's too much in her head. She quite literally has too much going on in her brain.
Bill has a solution.
Oh no.
Okay, hey you two, do you want the good news or the bad news?
Ellie's just gonna scoop up Mushrina and hold her. It's like, okay, we're ready for both.
The good news is you're both perfectly healthy. The bad news is that means that whatever is going on is all in the head. How to what extent? I can't figure out. It doesn't seem to be an infection, a poison, or any other sort of basic ailment I've ever dealt with.
Starts foaming at the fucking mouth.
All right. Let's see if I've got much more headache medicine. Just like going through my herbalism kit.
What was your idea, Wally?
It doesn't matter if you put her in your arms. I'm still gonna hit her in the back of the head with whatever I can find on the ground.
Look,
If you got a headache, best make the physical match the mental. At least then it'll make sense for Gobbo Brain.
So, Ellie, you're not paying attention to Bill at all, are you?
Why would anyone pay attention to Bill?
I mean, I'd like to think I am, or at least I'm looking at if this is happening while Oliver's talking, then I'm looking at Oliver.
All right, cool. Yeah, you get a free shot. Feel
So-
free to do your smack one.
With what?
I don't know what kind of. You don't have any physical techniques, do you? No.
I have a knife
Hit him with
and
a-
a hammer,
hit her with a feather.
neither of which I'm using.
Grab my shovel.
I mean, you could jabber with the pommel of the dagger.
You could do that, yeah, which is flavor his fucking.
Fair enough.
Can you
Gotta
actually-
give her a headache somehow, I guess.
You'd have to hit me really hard. Most of the mushroom is like surrounding my head. It's like a giant
I
helmet.
actually don't know how much strength Bill has. Oh, that is through her AC.
That hurt. That
Oh,
will
it
literally
won't.
hurt. Are you sure?
Just back of the pommel.
Feel free to do the damage here.
No, this will be
Wow.
blunt damage, not piercing.
You have. Oh wait, that's using your dex, not your strength. So that's actually 4 minus 1. So it's done 3 damage to Pocket.
Wait, did it roll?
It did, yeah. I rolled 1d4 plus 4.
What's your page on HUD update? Might
yeah.
want to reload.
I mean, I am using my
Okay.
daggers, and it is a dex thing.
True. Okay, well,
Regardless
you
of
use the
how
dex.
I'm using it, it's still my dex-related item.
That's true. So yeah, you do deal 4 damage to the 8 damage to the back of her skull.
Just whap.
Shathunk. Let me
Yeah.
a Constitution save real quick, Pocket.
What the heck?
Hold on, everything's loading back in. I had to refresh.
Mm-hmm.
In there. Constitution.
This poor fucking creature. God damn.
Oh, jeez.
That's 20.
Roll me another wisdom saving throw if you would.
Not as good.
Well
Alright,
cried.
so your brain space, it was having a lot of issues. You had too much in your brain. You had your mushroom, and you had a voice in your head. You get hit in the back of the skull for like it bounces you forwards. You practically bashed your own skull into your brain. And then you're just like, whoo! Nice. And then you hear in the back of your head, what the fuck is wrong with your party? Why?
So, if I'm good now. just
Oh yeah,
gonna, like,
your brain is reset basically.
factory reset.
Just like Windows XP boot screen sounds.
I'm gonna look at
Oh
Bill
my god, sounds.
and look up at Ellie and just fucking smile. Not even like say anything about the voice. Just I'm good.
As you do that, you hear the voice say in your head again. Are you are actually retarded, aren't you? Oh no. Oh, you have 2 inside of you. Why? Why? This is not good. He's not even using me as a weapon. Why? Who did I hurt? What demon cursed me for this existence? I was a fucking ornate tool. I was pressed against her. I had dust filling me. And that was better than this. Just kill me.
The longer he
Please.
spot, the louder the fucking dial-up tone gets in her head.
Dexter.
Okay, 2 things. 1, why did you do it that way? And 2, thank you.
Bill looks at you, and this is the word for word what comes out of his mouth. If someone's stupid, just give him a tap and everything will be just fine.
That looked like a little bit more than a tap, but
About to say, I don't think I've seen anyone hit it that hard since working at Grumble, so that's usually a wake-up call.
Jesus Christ. That voice in your head is just gonna be crying for it. You can just hear it crying in the back of your head.
She's like, yeah, okay.
It's just stopped talking at this point. It's just crying now.
Sound machine, like just rainfall noise, just of it crying in the background.
Hey, she looks fine again. You know, nothing happened.
Wait.
Uh-huh.
I forgot about this.
Forgot about what?
I'm scared
Scared and concerned.
The Hocus Pocus spell or whatever that I have.
Oh, yeah. The, Hocus Pocus.
The cantrip.
Mm-hmm.
The quiet sound that originates from a point of my choosing.
You can make the sound of crying wherever you want. Would you like to
Minor illusion?
present the sound of crying in your
Wait,
head
can I
outside
just,
your
like, actually project the voice?
You can mimic the voice. You can mimic the sound.
Yes, please,
You
freaking
create a
do
quiet
that,
sound
yes.
that originates. So you can create the sound of crying that's in your head right now. You cannot do sentences. It says ominous whisper. You could technically make his voice into an ominous whisper,
Yeah,
which
let's
basically
go.
turns "What the
Crying.
fuck is wrong with your party?" to "What the fuck is wrong with your party?"
Yeah, let's go for that. Why not? At the worst time, when he starts
What?
crying.
So
Just
you're
bring the
just
cry.
projecting the voice that you're hearing into the area around you as no longer him screaming or him crying. It's just ominous speaking.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you guys are hearing very ominously. It's just in your ears, in the back of your ears, in the very unpleasant, and it really chills you to the bone kind of ominous speaking. What the fuck? Why? What's wrong with you all? Just fucking kill me. This is so much worse than anything I've been doing. What? Ah! That's what you guys hear that very ominously, though. It kind of like rolls in the background. It's kind of like filling your ears, but like very in the background, very like haunting and chilling. It's like a little bit of reverb there too.
I have an answer to
Uh-huh.
this thing's question. As I'm going to vicious mockery the sword.
you don't even know it. You don't even know it's the sword.
Exactly, but I'm just vicious mocking the voice.
He has a target. Technically, he can't. He doesn't know where the target is, but he knows the target.
I know of the target, and that's good enough. As Bill just opens his mouth. Because you're stupid and you smell bad.
God, me too.
Okay, the sword has to roll the wisdom save then.
Oh,
Or
no,
is it
you know what the
Christmas
part of
save?
the
I
sword.
don't
Yeah,
know.
what the sword
I
probably
cannot remember.
has.
What was the
Christ.
save?
God. Okay, hold on.
I'm dying. Oh boy.
There we go.
I don't even hold on. Let me...
Does that? I don't know if that passes. What's your fucking wisdom?
I don't know.
What's your spell save?
Here, take a look.
14 is your DC. It's on spellbook. Bomb left.
A DC 14 wisdom save.
Yeah, he got a 14. And,
So who passes into these situations? Aggressor or defender?
I would say defender wins. Ties. So
Fair
I
enough.
think.
So I believe Vicious Mockery takes 0 effect on an individual that successfully saves.
Alright, cool. Yeah, so it saves. You say that, and the only thing that goes through Pocket's brain is, he could hear me. This stupid child allowed me to hear them. Or they heard me. Wonder what's going on. Wonder if I'm okay. Will I be saved from this torment? Am I stupid? I don't think I'm stupid. This child is stupid, that's for certain. She also smells fine. I actually know she smells fine. I don't have proper smelling. You guys hear this very ominously in the background, by the way. She's just forcing it out.
Nobody has dead siblings or anything like that going around, right?
No.
Then what the heck is
Mishina?
that voice?
Is this your dad speaking by chance or no?
Unfor-
He doesn't know.
Unfortunately, she is BRBs.
I have many things.
you,
Actual family members, I do not.
Camera died.
you have many things. What's that?
Your camera died on my end.
My camera died on your end, did it? Let me undo the camera, redo the camera. Did it come back on your end?
Just go refresh the page.
Alright, you know what? Fair enough.
Well, crud.
Well, she's dead now, Jim. So we're just gonna assume that she's just gonna keep using it. She's just gonna shrug, and it's just gonna continue saying to you, "You can hear me. Help me, please, you psychopathic party. I don't know what's
Hey.
wrong with you, but please."
Hey, shh. The only psychopath here is the one with the pan. I'm a reasonable and very depressed drunk, thank you.
She looks like the most
Um,
well off of all of you.
Exactly, that's why she's crazy.
Oh, pocket you
Something
back.
tells me I should.
I
something
mean-
tells
Ellie asked if this was your dad. And
Oh.
he asked them, he said, "Hey, can you psychopathic party save me, please?" Bill said,
I'm just
"No,
gonna
he's a
like
drunk
look down
ass
at Bill at the end of his comment, and just say something to the effect of, "Something tells me I shouldn't refill those bottles for you when we're done."
If you don't, I will refill them myself. You have pockets, I have hands, and I'm quicker than you.
She's watching you.
And this pot is bigger than both of our heads. I will notice if you walk off with it.
Are you sure my back is bigger than me?
Well, crud.
But yeah, Pocket, Ellie asked if this was your dad.
I'm just gonna kind of frown and shake her head.
Since the voice can hear us, I'm assuming. What are you? Ellie's gonna ask.
In a continuously ominous tone, as that's the only way that Pocket can make you guys hear it. It simply says, "Oh, I'm a royal sword. I was built for the king."
Just gonna give it a second.
What king?
The king. I don't recall a monarch in this province.
I was built for the king of the humans. So long ago, I don't actually know how long ago it is. I don't do time like you creatures do. I am far too above time. No, seriously, how long has it been? I've been down here for a while. Covered in dust for a while.
Well, I've been in a forest for 2 decades and just found out about a war a bit ago. So, I've never heard of a human king. There's the elven thing going on and the orcs, but I've never heard of a human king. The only human I know I know 3. One's Arthur, one's Grumble, one's Jackson, and I don't think they're royalty.
I grew up
What?
in a civilization of mostly humans, but I don't recall ever encountering anyone that had any sort of indication of royal bloodline.
The heck's a war?
Man, how many times have I explained this to you, Bill?
You could
Hasn't
try,
it been explained before?
Yes, but Bill's got barely better intelligence than Mushruna and tends to drink
Right?
a lot.
Just like look
Mushroom
over.
Bill
at
just
Pretorius.
being there like, the fuck are you talking about?
I'm just gonna like look over her at Bill, just like, oh, it's a game of blood and death for the sake of an individual that's even more bloodthirsty than the fighters.
Then why not just kill the bloodthirsty individual?
That's usually the point.
Why not just sneak in and stab him in his sleep?
Because he's always guarded very well.
So,
He was
everyone can be
guarded by
guarded.
me so long ago. Wielded
you
like
suck
a
at your
true
job, then.
king.
So while it's talking, I'm gonna wander on over to my little snail, my big snail friend,
Mm-hmm.
and get the sword off the back of it.
Mm.
She's slowly putting it. She heard sword, that he was a sword. She's like, hold on a second.
You can hear as you walk over to it, again in a very ominous tone, but it's attempting to be regal. So it's like regal, and it's just coming off as like ominous, creepy, and kind of weird. As
Am I
it's like,
hearing it regally?
yes, you're hearing
Oh.
it normally. So you're hearing
Okay.
it regally. You're hearing it like very regal speaking, like it is truly the King of Kings. Everyone else is hearing, yes, 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 my precious. Kind of a weird, ominous speaking. It is very uncomfortable for most of y'all.
Yeah, that's uncomfortable in more ways than one.
Yeah.
Hey, Sin, am I
Uh-huh.
correct in the assumption that this is a long sword?
This is a great sword.
Ruina is literally the only one that could pick it up, that might be able to pick it up.
I believe Pocket can pick up with what 16 strength.
Yeah.
Oh, it is
Okay, let me
3
rephrase
times her
that.
size, by the way.
Ruina is the only one that can actually wield it.
Yeah, I've just been carrying it everywhere. I haven't tried to use it for anything except slicing body parts. But
Yeah,
you know.
is 3 times her body size, by the way. What?
What is her monks code too?
What's my
You
shovel
can
at?
technically hold it.
Technically.
What's that?
My shovel, how big is that?
Your shovel's a 30-pound shovel head, so it's probably about a 4-foot long handle, and then like a 1.5 foot long shovel head. So it's like 2.5 times your size. That's right. A greatsword would be like 6 feet of blade and like a foot of handle. So that's like almost 4 times your size.
Dude, I thought this was a normal ass sword.
No,
Like,
this is a great sword. This is much bigger than your entire body. You've just been
I was
holding
thinking
it.
like the master sword.
Yeah,
or some
you've just
shit.
been holding it like it's a toy.
Yeah, I've like had it on my back when I crawled down a hole.
Yeah, that's also
Like-
why I had you crawl out. You had to like duck and roll because this thing is fucking massive compared to you.
Got you.
Yeah, you are holding it like it's easy. It weighs probably like 15 pounds as a sword. This thing is
That's nothing.
huge.
It's fine.
But yeah, you walk over to it, you're just kind of holding it.
Yeah, like just drag it off the sail.
You just hear in your head, yes, use me to your full potential. And everyone else is hearing, yes, use me.
And you know how like people test coins by biting them?
Jesus fucking
Oh no! Please tell me it's in its scabbard.
It's scabbard. That doesn't matter to her teeth.
Yeah, so she's gonna like test the metal by biting it? Elective
Roll me a
reaction?
Constitution save. As you lean forward, it goes, shit, no,
Oh my
no,
God.
no, no. And you just, your teeth hurt so fucking bad. As you chomp down, your entire body vibrates from how hard you chomped. You weren't really expecting to chomp down that hard, but your brain's been kind of fucked up as of the last like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I just kind of wanted to like.
So to test a thing, you really have to chomp down on it to like bite it and bend the metal swords. It has to be a strong bite, or else it's not going to do much. You have not really mastered what is a strong bite and what is not a strong bite. You've pretty much just exclusively strong bited everything, including the mug, people's femurs, and armor.
Yeah.
So, you attempt to strong bite this shit, and as you hit it with your teeth, it goes, motherfucker! And your entire body fucking wobbles from the force, and your jaw hurts so goddamn bad.
Well, at least she got her answer.
Well, there's a reason that there's a stipulation under almost all enemies that have resistance to normal weaponry or deal damage to normal weaponry, that only applies to non-magical ones.
You may have chewed through a magical mug, but this sheath is too much for your teeth. You've also
Hey,
been
you know what,
fucking
bite
your
through
teeth
it.
lately.
Just wanted to test, little test bite to get a reaction.
Well, you didn't break your teeth, so that wasn't the strongest
that.
bite you could have done. You
She
could
kinda
have bit
shakes it off.
harder.
And, drags the sword back to the group,
Why
drops
the
it off.
fuck? Or as anyone else is hearing it, why the fuck? It's very disconcerting for y'all to hear. Y'all just hearing this like he's a creepy old man who is like having a real passion for Halloween decorations.
Oh, great.
In her head, it sounds like a regal king.
Which, to be fair, wouldn't matter to her either way.
Ray wouldn't. That's why it's funny.
So, you're the sword?
I am indeed. My name is Longus.
Not longest.
Launches.
Longus. I haven't used this name for a very long time. I may have.
Hey,
Okay,
Sin,
I
can
may not
history check
remember
that
my name, but I call myself Longus.
Can I history check that name?
You're more than welcome to.
+4.
You
Not bad.
have been in a traveling town for a long time. You have seen a lot of elves come through your area, but you've not had a whole lot of interaction with elven history exactly, or most history involving elves. You do know that there used to be another, I guess, city of humans before they became one with the elves. The elves basically surrogated humans into their lineage, more or less, and all human royalty was moved into the elven area as basically second-class citizens. The name Longus itself means absolutely nothing to you. The idea that there could have been a human king a long, long time ago has some merit to it. There's a possibility that there could have been a human king who wielded a sword like this probably thousands of years ago.
Dang, above game, I really cannot think of a real way to respond to his comment with this information.
I am Longus. I actually, did forget my name. Fuck you. he says specifically to Mashrina. All you guys hear is, fuck you. But it's like, fuck you. I may have forgotten my name so very, very long ago. It may be lost to time, or maybe an elven history book. But I am Longus. I am the protector of kings. My blade is sharper than most who have been seen. I am the Dusk. I am not the Dusk. Ignore that. Ignore that statement.
You are the Duskin.
I'm not the Dusk King. Not.
I'm gonna call you Bert.
I want to kick it.
I'm gonna call you Bert. I'm gonna kick it.
Alright, it's been this long since you've been used. Sounds like you could probably use some sort of a quick cleaning. I wonder how well my lens cleaner works on this.
I mean, it'd probably work well. Maybe even better than on
You
glasses.
say, it looks like you might need some cleaning. And fucking Pocket just winds up her foot. And
Not
just,
that hard. Just a little kick.
just a gentle kicking. Not like a football kick.
Not like I want to send it flying. I just want.
Ah, cool, you're just giving a gentle love tap. Gotcha. Thunk. What the fuck?
Gonna laugh.
You just watch Mashuda just gently kick this son of a bitch.
Why are you doing that?
Wait, why do you even react to that? You're a sword.
I still feel heart and pain through my soul.
What pain? You're a blade. You don't have feelings.
I have feelings.
Really?
Yeah.
Feeling off that long sword then, huh?
Roll me vicious
So, Ellie,
luck.
remember when I made that comment about a weapon that add voices to your head? I think we're talking to one now.
Yeah, I think so.
Kind of stupid.
Why did you make that roll?
That's Bill.
It's tried to escape from Bill's vicious mockery. It still hasn't been insulted yet. It's just like, I am a long sword. Thank you for noticing. I'm very long. I'm actually considered a great sword, but you know, glad you think I'm long.
What? Great at being stupid? You know, the more you keep walking into it, the more I'm gonna keep doing it.
I have never been wounded like this before. Ow, you're a bitch.
Sort of baby.
No, I'm Bill. That's the wrong name.
I'm gonna call you
Okay,
bitch
maybe
if you
during
call me
our
Bard.
Okay, maybe during our rest, I should make this thing or I should see if this alchemical jar can make rubbing alcohol or something. Because I think this blade could use some level of maintenance after all this time.
Oh, you're so nice. By the way, all you hear is,
What if
you're
it
so
gets drunk from it?
Rubbing alcohol is a cleaning agent. It's not meant for consumption.
I mean, we don't know what this sword.
I like to be cleaned.
If it's a sword, where on earth is it going to be taking this fluid in?
I have no mouth. I speak exclusively to those who handle me.
Just
I
like point
really,
to the-
really wish one of you would take me off this disturbing child's hands.
Just like
No,
points
you
at this.
don't.
Just like points at the sword. See my point.
Can one of you wield me? I wish to be wielded in battle by a champion, not this.
I can't.
And she also heard cleaning.
No.
Please don't.
You know
look at-
how cats clean themselves?
Oh Jesus Christ!
Oh no.
Look, just
I would-
because you have a strong enough immune system to digest anything does not mean you should be licking unclean surfaces.
I'm going to take full advantage of this and do my best. After
I love
getting
this so
thing.
much.
I'm just gonna do a little bit of cleaning.
Also, I found the mute.
Dang, literally, this entire episode is just shenanigans.
Hey,
Ah,
it's
you
okay.
guys are in the
Every
middle of
good
enemy territory, by the way.
You know what? No one.
But you
Look,
just
you
fucking...
say enemy territory, I say a burnable surface.
Yeah, so you guys
I'm
just
not giving
watch.
you a fire pellet.
You guys just watch as Mushiro gently takes this sword. It's just
Okay, no offense.
Mas-
you handed
Mashruda,
me you handed me 14 Molotovs. You don't get a choice in what I do. And if something attacks us, and I have to burn everything around me except you people, I will. Survival becomes before comfort.
Mashruda, if it's really as old as it says it is, I think that there's a very high chance you'll find some sort of ancient illness from doing that.
This means nothing.
I mean, she did eat a bunch of corpses and bones and a mug.
You hear faint
So-
crying in the background, by the way. It is very concerning and very ominous crying. It's the sound of a wailing child. It happens every time her tongue touches it.
Mashruda, maybe you should let me take that off your hands for a bit.
And with one more swipe,
Oh, God.
she just
I will
hands it
never
over, or
be
not really
clean
hands,
again.
leans it in Ollie's direction.
You
With a
fling
smile.
it at Ollie.
No! Leaning!
Okay.
Oh, you
Lean.
hand it. I legitimately heard you say you fling it in Wally. in
No,
Ollie's
lean. I don't fucking yeet the sword at him.
I was about to say that would not end well.
There goes one of our party members. Sorry.
Oh my gosh. I was about to just above. No, it wouldn't really be above game. She's like, oh wow. How he just as he just picks it up, she's like, that has to be the first time you've actually agreed to do something I request.
All right.
Let's take a look at you. I just say slowly sliding off the scabbard.
Roll me a strength check real quick. This thing is heavy.
I mean, how much would this mean that I can carry? I think this calculation would turn up to.
If you're trying to pull it out of its scabbard, I'll have you roll a strength check. Carrying it though is fine.
Just so how it's out there, every point of your strength to your roll, not your modifier, is 15 pounds you can pick up.
Nice.
So let me run that calculation. I can pick up and carry around 165 pounds.
Damn.
I'm fairly certain the great sword's not that heavy. I'm pretty sure just typically great swords weigh less than 10.
Mm-hmm. They do weigh less, but it's the angle that you're trying to pull at is the main strength factor here.
Okay, strength check, you said?
Yeah, strength check. So you are able to slowly pull it out with somewhat difficulty because you're trying essentially to pull 7 feet or 6 feet of scabbard off of it. So, I mean, one hand you're kind of like tipping on the ground and kind of like shifting the sheath off of it. Because, like, the angle it's like 5 pounds from most of it. So you're really just trying to angle it properly to get the sheath off. You are able to and keep it held. But it is not pleasant or easy for you. Unless you have, like, Ellie hold the sheath while you just kind of, like, pull it out. It is very heavy. As, like, if it was, like, a block, easy as hell. But, like, the leverage that you need, not pleasant. Are you having, like, Ellie hold the sheath for you? The end of the sheath or something?
I mean, she could if she wants to help.
Ellie will pop over and grab the other end of the sword.
Cool.
And pull.
Yeah, it's not the nicest feeling of you pulling it, but you are now holding it, and it is wavering. Most long swords are about 5 pounds, I believe. 5 to 7 pounds. And so this one's about almost 3 times the weight of a longsword. About the same weight as a Zweihander. So you're essentially holding it. It's kind of wobbling a little bit, but you're holding it straight up. It is fucking beautiful. This is easily the most beautiful sword you have ever seen in your entire life. It can also only talk to you now because it's out of Mushroom's hands, so she can't hear it, and so she can't use her ominous speech with it. But it speaks to you. It says, "I have found a chance." I'm wobbling. Why are you?
Sorry, I don't have much experience with wielding swords.
Are you not a champion?
I'm a doctor.
Yeah, god damn it.
Sorry,
Do
I'm
you
afraid
not
of-
have a champion on your team?
That's a good question, actually. Hey, Ellie, what do you feel about wielding great swords?
I mean, I guess I can hold on to it for Arthur. I think he wielded a sword last time I saw him.
We can check on that when we get out of
Maybe.
here.
I mean, yeah.
We can
I
check
mean,
on
yeah.
that one. We can check on that when we get out of here. I think the two of them would get along passably.
I require a great swordsman to wield me and strike me in battle. I wish to die in combat against the greatest this world has to offer, protecting those who need protection, namely kings and royalty. Wish to be observed for my greatness and awesomeness.
So, you sound perfect for Arthur. He went one-on-one with a bear and won.
Damn.
He's a 6'7", 300-pound fighter. And he's completely covered in scars. And he's gone and protected people left, right, and sideways. And he's currently protecting an entire village.
Our battle shall be legendary.
Yeah, it should. Yeah.
I'm afraid it'll still be a bit before we can get you to him, but sounds like it would be a good option for the future.
That is no matter as long as one of you can swing me.
Blink, blink.
Maybe the two of us can swing you. I don't know if I can.
I mean, technically you can pick up and use a weapon you're not proficient with. You just don't get a proficiency bonus for that.
Yep.
Then there we go.
Only
couldn't
mushroom.
I
It's
swing
also
those things?
heavy, so you would have to do.
You could. You
I do handle.
just
True.
wouldn't get your proficiency bonus. You'd still get your strength bonus. You just don't get your proficiency for picking up and wielding a sword you don't have proficiency with.
Aw.
She was facing you.
The only person that you guys are vaguely aware in your party who has the strength to wield the sword properly, specifically Ellie knows this, would be Mashruna, who broke an entire wall with one swing of her great shovel
Ah, good times.
with ease. She also has just been lifting this sword like it's a toy. I don't even know what she's doing at the moment. I don't even know how focused you are on the sword anymore. Now it's out of your grasp.
Yeah, no, not much. I mean, the voice is gone. They have the sword now. I'm probably just
She feels
Go back
great.
to your,
yeah.
just going back to your snail. Ellie's just looking at this child going back to her snail, hopping back on top of it, just casually having the strength of two of her.
Yeah.
Well, for the meaty moment, let's at the very least get a short-term cleaning on you. I just say as I just pull out the lens cleaner and start applying it with a rag.
Yes, this is what I was meant for. Thank you, kind sir. You have fulfilled my destiny of being clean.
I'll get you a more
long
permanent.
time.
I'll run you through a more permanent cleaning process as soon as we get the time to sit down for a rest.
That would be nice. It's been actually a shockingly long time since anyone has given half a shit about me or anything. Yeah.
I tried.
It's been a long
cleaning.
time. And then this goblin creature tried biting me. Man, it's been a day. Okay, I've been trying to talk with this creature for like a couple days now. I don't know what's wrong with it. Does it have brain cells anymore? Is it sentient? I don't even know if it's. Is it intelligent?
I think at this point, if it can understand a single word that you're saying, then chances are, yes, it's sentient.
No. Well, I mean, I guess I could kill it if it fought me.
Heck
Are you
no.
sure it's
That's a
okay?
companion.
There was other stuff in that brain space that was fighting me. She did seem okay. You
Wait,
guys, you okay?
say that again? You said that there was another voice in her head?
Yes. Yeah, well, technically it wasn't voiced in her head, it was just kind of beating the shit out of me mentally.
Excuse me?
Is everyone else hearing this?
No, only him.
Oh no, what happened?
Hi.
Cat.
But yeah, it's just like, no, it was just beating the shit out of me mentally. Really, it was a real tough battle. I kept having to fight to really speak to her, and then she just kept ignoring my existence, and I kept being shoved back down. It was very uncomfortable. You have a very clear mind. It's very nice, very roomy in here.
Wait, I want to hold the sword.
That's also a little concerning, to be honest. Just remembering just how many math and calculations and science experiments are just like running in his head constantly.
So very very nice.
Artificers.
Yeah, you sure she's okay? I really don't know what's wrong with her. She did not seem okay.
Well,
Although she
maybe I
tried
can run.
eating me, so
Well, maybe over the course of the night I can work on a draught of fox cunning. Maybe we can see. Yeah, at the very least, it should help clear the head a little bit. We can see how things work there,
that'd be cool. All right.
if only for a few minutes.
Well, if you need me, I shall be here. Until then, I shall get nap in your gloriously empty mind. This is very nice. Not many times I've been beat down in the last couple of days by people with multiple skull people. It's very unpleasant. Hard to really make your presence known when there's two of you.
I suppose that makes sense. Too many voices at once.
Yeah. Nappy time! You just hear faint
Yeah, I was
snoring.
gonna say, like, Miss Runa's asleep on her snail now. Just pass the fuck out.
Oh, guess this is just as good a place to rest as any, I suppose.
Is it?
I mean, whether or not it is, we've got two Conrads asleep, it seems.
We do?
Points up at Mushruna on the
What?
snail that we cannot control.
I'm going to look at the snail. And I'm just going to whisper for it to follow.
Roll me
whistle
animal
for it.
handling. I will love if you get a high roll on this. Wow.
Oh, dang.
Alright, yeah, you say follow, right? It just kind of like looks at you. Its tentacles like flicker for a second. And then you feel in your head the physical action of it shrugging. Just it doesn't physically have the ability to shrug. So it just kind of slowly starts following you.
Okay, we're good to go.
I stand corrected. Just slowly starts carrying the greatsword after everybody. And probably
assume you
would strap
sheath
the
it?
scabbard to the back just simply so it's easy to carry.
Ah, that makes sense. Okay.
Because there's no way I'm going to be able to put this away.
Yeah. That would take some doing. But yeah, so
anyway.
you just kind of flat the sword on your back, shoulder, walking forwards. You guys are, as you guys are continuing forwards and whatnot, you guys do see, I'm going to use this, I believe I rolled an 18 at some point in the past. Oh, it was 19. Oh well. I'll roll again, see how well things are. Alright, yeah, cool, yeah. As you guys are advancing slightly, you guys do see, there is, I wouldn't say a small horde, but there are quite a few myconids who are just kind of standing, like, probably 30, 40 feet away from you, who are just slowly, like, they're like this, and then they just kind of like peek their head out of the ground, and then they slowly start just coming out of the ground straight upwards as you guys are starting to approach. It looked like they pretty much just laid down a line of them and just waited for y'all to continue moving forwards. As if they're like, fuck around, and you guys are like, let's find out. As there's quite a few myconids who just stood up in front of you.
Wow.
You still have your lens cleaner on, right, Oliver?
It lasts for 10 minutes, I think. Let me double check that. That's not the spell. Where did it go? Here we go. Yeah, 10 minutes.
Okay.
I think it would probably have long since ended by now.
You guys
Though
probably
I
spent about
would say,
7,
I would
8,
say since
9
I'm
minutes.
I am technically applying that to the great sword right now
Yeah, so you
as a
guys probably
cleaning
spend
agent.
like 7, 8, 9 minutes doing that whole interaction. It wasn't a super slow interaction, so yeah, probably like 7, 8, 9 minutes. So as you still have your lens on and stuff. It's starting to fade, most certainly. But you do see that directly past them, you can see the aura of magic is going directly forwards. Even though you are not proficient Arcana, roll me a Arcana real quick. Cool.
Huh.
You
Not
have
horrible.
felt something like this before. As you're looking past the crew, past the group of Myconids, you're feeling an overwhelming feeling of almost like magic flooding over you. You can easily tell, even though it's past your 30-foot distance, it's necromantic magic. Roll me a wisdom saving throw. You are
Well tried.
having an overwhelming feeling of pure fear. If you would like, you're welcome to roll me an intelligence saving throw, intelligence check to determine where you felt this feeling before, or you can try to guess.
I'm assuming it was in what's it called? It was in Cataclysm somewhere.
No, actually. With a 16, that does in fact allow you to do it. You've only felt this sheer overwhelming force once before. And that was in fact less than 2 days ago when you met the Father and you felt the overwhelming need to bow before him. You are looking past these Myconids, and even from this distance of probably over 100 feet, you are feeling an overwhelming need to stand still or run the fuck away. No one else has really, lingered on that magic yet. They aren't close enough to it, but because of A, your ability to see in the dark, B, the fact that you are directly focusing on it, and C, the fact that you have lens, which is specifically targeting you, the general location, you are feeling an overwhelming need of fear. Pure and utter fear. And this overwhelming power you've only felt to this degree once before. And it is like a wave is coming at you, like a physical wave is trying to make you just go down and just fucking bow your head and hope everything goes away. Roll me one more wisdom saving throw.
You could just look up the spell command grovel and then just say that's what it's doing.
It's very similar, yeah. So it's effectively command grovel. Roll me one more wisdom saving throw. I don't actually know.
I was gonna say I think that actually is the same save type. If memory serves.
Command.
And I would have failed the command if that was the case. One word. It has one word, and I'm required to follow it to the best of my ability.
So I would probably say the word that you get would be grovel. It's not a word that's spoken, by the way. It's not a word. It's not even like a mental spoken thing. There is nothing that is commanding you to grovel. You are simply feeling it as if the spell is cast over you. The word grovel, essentially.
Okay, so action needs to be spent to drop prone, and then end my turn like that. That's literally what that command does.
So the rest of y'all, and as this happens, Mushruna, you wake up because as you guys are walking forwards, your snail stops suddenly as the Myconids start moving upwards out of the ground. As you slowly, kind of open up your eyes and stuff, and Bill can probably see this too, and so can Ellie, because Ellie's directly behind Oliver. he drops to the floor. He straight up like drops this great sword onto the ground next to him, just because the force that he has to bow down, and he drops down into prone position. And like the moment like he puts on his glasses properly, he looks dead ahead, starts walking, and just drops like a rock.
It's here.
What's here?
The
What just
sickle.
happened?
I think it's here. It has a similar aura as the Godfather.
The who?
Crap, what was it called again?
Ruina's father, the elven commander.
He has a similar aura as the Elven King.
So my dad.
He's your dad?
Technicality, yes. Do I consider him? No.
Holy crud.
Are you okay? Last time I saw someone this scared is when we saw the necromancer at Cataclysm. Rowena was quiet for 3 days.
We're here for the task. We need to finish it. Need to make progress.
Well, where do we
I
go?
need a
then?
few minutes.
Myconids have not moved, by the way. They are simply standing in a line, essentially saying, "Come try it." That's all they're doing.
Or are they the only path forward?
Yeah. They are making a very clear and obvious statement of, "You're not getting past us."
Well, where do if we can only go that way towards a thing that you don't want to go towards? Are you saying that the thing we're looking for is on this layer then?
It seems to. Just like removes the glasses. You can try to look, but be careful. Just holding it backwards.
I'm an idiot. I don't be careful. I just do things.
God.
Do you take the glasses and take a look?
Yep.
Roll me a wisdom saving throw. You are shockingly, you can see it and you can tell that is definitely the sickle. Your brain registers it. It's there. That is the sickle. You've never seen it before, you've never had any connection with it before. Your brain just says, as you look past the myconids, as you look into that area, it says, the sickle is here. Like your brain registers it that way. You are also feeling that massive force on your back, essentially, almost trying to command you to kneel. You don't.
You can tell me to kneel all you want, you dipstick. As Bill does the you see everyone just sees Bill do the up yours motion in that direction. As Bill replies in Celestial, I bow to no man.
Oh god, first time you all have heard him speak Celestial so far, I think. Is it?
The
The
worst part is
first time he spoke it sober.
Oh, yeah.
the worst part is I don't think any of us actually understand that language.
Nope. You
Ellie,
hear
maybe.
practically a holy sound coming out of his mouth in words that are probably not holy. But they
It
do.
sounds extreme. For all the holiness, it's extremely pointed and just the look on his face is disrespectful.
but words do come out. He does not seem to bow. But Oliver is lower than he is. So. But yeah, to the best of your knowledge, Bill, the target you are looking for is directly behind the myconids. And it appears that they know this, and they are specifically forming a wall to say, fuck you.
Alright, who wants to see the wall?
I'm just gonna like yawn and wave at them.
That's alright. You want to take a look, Ellie?
Sure. I don't think Mushrina can convince him to move, so...
Well, I was saying take a look through the glasses.
I can't see that far.
Theoretically, you would at the very least be able to see the magic trail, though.
I mean, true.
True.
I guess I'll try on the.
I guess I'll try on the glasses to see the trail, maybe?
Cool. So you put on the glasses and you can vaguely see the trail like a couple feet from you. Roll me, what's the word? Roll me a perception check.
Nope.
Nah, you don't. You see darkness. You see the wall of myconids. You do in fact see the wall of myconids. They're probably like 20, 30 feet away from you. It's very hard to see them, but you do see the wall of myconids. The trail stops long before it gets to them for you. You cannot see in that dark field. You can feel the wall of pressure that's coming at you, but it kind of feels like a gentle breeze for you. There's you can't even, your brain's not even registering that the object is over there, and it still feels like it's just gentle breeze. Kind of like feels kind of weird, kind of like last time you were in Char's presence. Honestly, kind of feels like weird, kind of gentle feeling over you. You know, probably should feel weird, but you have no fucking clue. Just kind of feels like that weird necromantic energy that you've kind of dealt with a couple times now. It's just kind of flowing over you, and you're like, yeah, you can't see shit.
Yeah, I can't see anything at all, and I don't feel anything. Am I supposed to feel something?
Yes.
Looks the man kneeling down next to you.
I mean, based on how Oliver's reacting, I'm assuming it's something not good and maybe Char related, or at least something powerful to that point. Because last time someone was absolutely muted in fear, and to the ground, we were in the presence of a necromancer that was under Char. So I'm
Well,
assuming something like that, because I'm unfazed. I've dealt with the goddess herself, so I don't know. It just, yeah.
Well, that thing that you're kneeling is a sickle. I hope you're proud of yourself.
It's the sickle he's kneeling to,
Uh-huh.
and Ellie's just gonna look at Oliver all confused because she doesn't understand the feeling.
Overbearing sense of dread. Practically feels like there's an endless amount of pressure on your back.
You've never not had the favor of the deities, have you? Granted, they're both. They're. What
I
was
mean,
I talking about?
Above game, you're literally talking about a devil man.
I mean, I had the bracelet on for since Mercy, I think, and she doesn't quite remember because she blanked on it up until recently. But I had the bracelet on for like about a week, maybe. But prior to that, yeah, I've always had the gods talking to me, and they're present. So I'm not phased. To me, it's just another presence, I guess.
Ending presence.
I don't know.
Frankly. He's a little full of himself.
I mean, yeah.
That's gonna be fucking hilarious in a couple of episodes. That's gonna be fucking hilarious. I fucking love that.
Seriously, telling me
Oh my
to
god, the
people.
dramatic irony in that one sentence.
You're
Oh.
a sickle. You're a tool for a psychopath. Not some weird mumbo jumbo. You may have some power, you jerk, but you're not telling this Kenku to kneel. At least not right now.
Oh, by the way, it's not like a full wall like the the eye wall was. It's just a bunch of myconids standing next to each other, just so you're aware.
By the way, hey! You, Two shroom and his gaggle of gays. Why did I say?
I'm sorry.
Oh no.
I don't know. My brain just like couldn't think of anything.
Two shrooms and a gaggle of lollies. Why?
I don't know. My brain just broke there for a minute and I couldn't think of anything. What does that stupid thing even do that you're so determined to keep it here?
You get absolutely no response.
Alright, I'm burning them. I'm sick of this.
And with that, we're going to end this session.
no.
We're going to pick up on the wildfire of burning hell tomorrow, next 2 weeks from now.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Yay!
So if you guys want to find out what the
I'd rather
sickle
go invisible.
is, whether or not Wally is going to be burning the entire fucking place down, and whether or not Ellie is going to get some kind of retroband from the massive train that smacked her in the head, come join us in a couple of weeks, and come join us on tomorrow, actually. Oh, thank you. If I had more water, I would drink more. But come join us tomorrow, as we're going to be playing The Witcher 3, because I have Thanksgiving on Sunday.
Let's go.
Yeah, boy. I decided to do it on Saturday instead of Sunday, because I have Saturday free for the next 2 weeks, so we'll see what happens. But this week and next week, we should be doing The Witcher on Sunday. So join us tomorrow, Sunday, 7 p.m. PST, and join us in 2 weeks if you guys want to continue this adventure with us. And Joe, visit Tables of Taurus if you guys want to see all the other videos that we've done so far that lead up to all this. I apparently do amazingly fancy foreshadowing for some ungodly reasons. So feel free to pop over there, and we'll see all of you fine folks on the next episode. Bye.
Bye.
I couldn't remember a word.